Anyways, let's get this going. This is going to be a fun one. So we have Harstem. Well, no, this is Nicoract, obviously, the Terran player in the bottom left, and in the top right, it is Harstem. And, yeah, we're on Royal Blood. Let's take a look at this map. That's another thing I really want to do with this stream here today, is study these maps up a little bit. Okay, so we got the natural here. I wish you could zoom out more, man. You can zoom in. Look at this. So you got the wooden floor, the tiled dojo floor from Lyrac's house. We have over here a possible third, destructible rocks, down ramp, up ramp. Oh, I like this. I like this area. This is cool. Right, this space can go down here and up to there. Very cool. Thanks for the sub, man. And then this is another possible third. Let's take a look at the mini-map. Oh, that's an interesting expand. It's, for, like, a raised base, it's pretty big. There's, like, a lot of room here. Let's check the middle. These bases. I already know exactly what fights will look like around here in TVZ. Like, they're replaying in my head right now. I've seen so many maps with that layout, with the low ground behind. Kind of cool gold base. Would open up a little bit if you mine it out. Interesting map. Huh. Yeah, we'll see how this one plays out. Anyways, this is a Core into Nexus opener from Harstem, so nothing out of the ordinary. Reaper expand looks like it's coming up some harassment there. He's going to get out just in the nick of time here with 4 health on that probe. Obviously, he's going to want to vacate the premises very quickly here. He knows the timings of that. Reaper normally pops at 202. And where is that probe? It's going to get home just in time. Reaper coming after it. Now let's see what opener Harstem wants to do. Are we going to see Stargate? Are we going to see Twilight? Or are we going to see Robo? I don't think so, but we'll see. That's a Twilight placement. Yep. Okay, so going to be Twilight from Harstem. I mean, always a good opener, right? There's really not even a patch where it's ever been bad. It's just, it's solid. Let's see over here. We're just going into the factory. Second gas. Bunker coming up. Yeah, so everything looks pretty normal, pretty standard. Oh, a single Hellion being made. Okay. Huh. Not sure what he wants 1 Hellion for. Like, I mean, it's good. It's good against Adepts. I think early game Hellions are pretty good against Protoss. It's not like something you necessarily should be aiming for or something like that, but like certainly in the early game, Hellions have utility, whereas later on they absolutely do not. Like, they just do not scale against Protoss at all. Really, I guess that's basically true for everything, right? Like, for all matchups, Hellions are not a unit that scales well. They just, those little flamethrowers don't do much for you in the later game. Okay, so very standard here from Harstem. We have 3-gate Robo with Blink. So this is kind of the midway build, right? We have the 2-gate Robo Blink, which takes a 3rd super fast. We have the 4-gate Robo Blink, which is for attacking specifically with no 3rd base. And then we have the 3-gate, which is right in between. A lot of times this results just in a pin on Terran, where you have a lot of potential to threaten attack, but maybe not the muscle to really do it if they are sitting there kind of waiting for you. But yeah, it's pretty flexible. It gets its 3rd base reasonably quickly as well. So we'll keep an eye on exactly how Harstem wants to play it. But we do have this Marine drop coming over. And look at this. The Adept, like, this is really interesting. He's got this little force here. He actually could run up. Okay, so he's going to draw the Stalkers one way or the other, and now the Marine drop comes in. This is some good play right here from Nicoract. Let's see what he gets done damage-wise. So Harstem is dealing with it pretty darn well, but I think that this was a little bit... Like, I feel like this could have done a little bit more, and it needed to do a little bit more. Right? Like, part of the reason you have the Reaper in there is sometimes you can bounce something out of the wall. You can, like, move it so you can actually slip in with your units. But I think also it was slightly mistimed, because I think the medevac basically was seen by the pylon at the same time he moved up with the Hellions and Reaper, which allowed Harstem a quicker reaction there. That type of... It's tough, man. It's tough. I think the idea of Nicoract was quite nice, but losing that medevac, obviously a little bit painful. Now that scan goes down. That's a good scan. You know exactly what's happening here. Oh, God. Is he just... Oh, no, he has 2 tanks. I think he lives. I think he lives. Yeah, blinks in. The bunker actually buys him good time. Not a big deal to lose that. He even saves the Marine side. He has 2 tanks in good position. That is a lot of Stalkers, but the tanks are in good position. Now, Harstem, I believe if he blinks here, he kills this tank in, like, 2 volleys. I believe. Let's see it. Oh, no, he's not going to do it. He's actually just utilized the Zealot to tank the tank hits while he killed off some SCVs. So he's killed 2 SCVs, a few Marines. Obviously, you got the bunker. That is not as impactful. Doesn't really matter all that much. Where is... Okay, there's the 3rd tank. So now he's kind of pushing him out. Harstem does blink out. 3rd base finishing up. I like it. Very straightforward. We have the armor upgrade coming. Chrono boosted out as well as charge. So that's going to be his follow-up to make sure that he can hold things. And, of course, always can be very good at harassing as well. Marauders and Marines coming up. So we're on 3 racks right now. Yep, Command Center coming up. Yeah, I mean, from here, it's either Command Center or 2 more racks. So you have to choose one of those, basically. Yeah, the siege tank spread, I think, is good. Solid. What's he trying to... Is he trying to bait something? I think he's just scouting. It's like Harstem checking his sides right there. I love the Immortal production, by the way. I think that that's really, really good. Immortals are like... I can't say underrated because so many strategies have been built around them, but I think that they are, maybe in this matchup, stronger than some Protosses give them credit for. Right? Like, I always enjoy Protosses that will mix 3 or 4 Immortals in, even in the early game. They add so much muscle to your army. It's absolutely crazy. All right, that medevac is a little bit stuck there right now. Looks like just clearing the area here for Nicoract. That is too early. Why are we sending our SCVs that early? The command center's not done. Come on. Ah. Oops. Okay. Little move out. This should not be able to do anything, I don't think. Like, maybe if you have a really abusive tank position. The tank position's okay, but they're not strictly behind something. They're around a corner. I mean, we have the... Don't forget, the shield battery overcharge did get nerfed in this particular patch that we're playing on right now. So that's, like, something important to mention. Okay, an armor shred. Ugh. Not sure why we wanted that. I think that was a little bit useless, that auto turret. Yeah. GG. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess if you lose your army attacking, it's a bit painful. And this is the reason why someone says this matchup is Dogball is terrible. The moment you fail this as Terran, you're so incredibly far behind, you most likely lost. StarCraft 1 is like that as well. Just FYI. Yeah. If you get behind at all in StarCraft in Terran versus Protoss, man, it's rough. It's rough. Protoss units are strong. All right, we're going to get into game number 2. It's going to be on Babylon. All right, here we go. Babylon. Oh, is it going to be Proxy Rax? Or are we going to the choke? Oh, Proxy Rax. Okay. So Nicoract going to be cheesing here. We'll see what he chooses as far as that cheese goes. The map is Babylon. I want to take a look. I love the tile set. I like these kind of odd colors. Ooh, the water looks nice. Let's see. So here's your main. You're going on your ramp. Your natural. It's a ramped natural. So easily defendable. Very easily. Possible third. Possible third. Oh, a little high ground that goes down to this third, but indestructible rocks at the front. That's kind of an interesting setup. Okay, is this going to be Proxy Reaper probably? There's the Reaper jump zone. We'll see. Yeah, it has to be Proxy Reaper. Now, this doesn't necessarily need to be an all-in. You can actually proxy a Reaper and just, like, go factory at home and be fine. And just use it. Like, if they don't make a Zealot, you normally can get a few probes. Sometimes you see really outstanding micro from Protoss. And also, by the way, Harstem's building layout is designed to help negate this type of build, right? So the Reaper jumps in on this side, and he's made a wall here. I believe that this is tight, but I don't know this map yet. But right, you're making it so it's like, well, you could theoretically get in through there, but you basically have to go around, and so that extra travel distance to try to infiltrate, it's pretty good defense against something like this. But like I mentioned, if you don't have a Zealot when this comes in, it can be painful. And Harstem didn't really scout. The Reaper is going to be popping out just slightly after this comes up, but the core is so close to done that he'll just Chrono Boost out in Adept. There's no reason to... Or a Stalker. Okay, that's fine as well. I feel like you can finish it more often, right? Because of the shade, you get that one extra hit no matter what. So it's a little bit easier to finish a Reaper sometimes with an Adept. But anyways, getting that Stalker out... And this is good probe micro. He gets one. I feel like the normal with that I've seen is oftentimes 2 probes if they don't have the Zealot. But that was good micro from Harstem. He definitely has a probe in here that's pretty damaged. Where is it? No? No? Or maybe that was the one that he ended up killing. Thanks. Good old snow laugh. Okay, so we have the Stargate coming up. Adept being made. Yeah, the double Reaper not going to find a really good way in. The very instant shade. And we have a starport out here for Nicoract. He's on 1 base still. Cyclone being made at home. Let's see if this is going to be Phoenix. That's what I'm waiting for right now. Because if he goes Phoenix, that's like... Phoenix is a very good defensive play, yeah. See, I like that a lot. It's just, what is your opponent supposed to do? You know, he's already got a Stalker. He's already got an Adept, a Shield Battery here. His building layout is very good. And now if you go Phoenixes, that shuts down a lot of things that could screw you up. A lot of things. And then it also gives you some reasonable harassment. I mean, it's not exactly the same as an Oracle, but it gives you... very reasonable scouting as well. So there's like a lot of good things going on when you go Phoenix in a position like this. The Cyclone gets a couple hits off, but very good, very quick pull away there from Harstem. Doesn't take any hull damage. Right, that command center is coming up. The problem, I guess, that we see here is, look, it's only 12 probes against 11 SCVs. That's crazy. You start with more than that, Nicoract. What's happening? For those of you who just joined us, I screwed that up earlier. Anyways. Oh, look at this. Oh, my God. Was not expecting. Dude, that's crazy. Okay. So, why is my brain completely stalling right now? I know the name of this. Hold on. Give me a moment. No text, man. I can't get the cheat move. I know the name of it. I've said this 1,000 times in casts. Oh my God. I don't know why it's not coming to me right now. I'm going to turn the stream off before it gets to this 2 minutes. I actually don't call most things by their names, but I actually call this one by its name normally when I cast. So whatever. Whatever. Anyways, this is a lot of Cyclones. And oh my god, he's going Mech, dude. He's going Mech. He must be going Mech because I'm in this game, right? He knows that I love it. It's so much fun. Oh, jeez. 2 kills? 4 kills. Crazy. Dude, this is good damage. Oh my god. Nicoract. Look at this damage he's getting. Magfield Accelerator. That's it. That's what it's called. Okay, this damage is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I don't even know what to say, man. Robo is not even done. Thought he might chrono boost out like an Oracle to try to get a tag on it or something. But, like, seriously? 30 probe kills? This is why Mech is the greatest composition. Okay, so we have 32 probe kills. It's 30 workers against 45 right now. Harstem has mostly Phoenixes, but it's Mech that he's going up against, right? So once you hit critical mass, well, really anything critical mass against Phoenixes, the Phoenixes drop off a lot. Like, Phoenixes are super good in early game, and I would say early mid-game. And I guess there would be some debate where those things change, like from early mid-game to like late mid-game. But basically, the way to beat Phoenixes is to outscale them. And that's just like you have enough units that the Phoenixes just really don't do anything anymore. They're very good in small fights, but the bigger it gets, the worse they become. Okay, so he's going to come over. And I mean, obviously, you see this many Cyclones. You know what's going on. It's going to be Mech. You're playing against a true Chad Terran here. Harstem is trying to get back into this. Like, he's actually got his probes, like, to an... Like, he's getting an okay number now, right? Like, he's got slightly over 2 base saturation at 46. Obviously, he has 3 bases, so he needs to get a little bit more here. This massive Cyclones is coming over. I don't know if you want to attack with only Cyclones. Like, I mean, you might be able to get lucky and, like, just snipe a Nexus, or maybe because you did as much damage as you've done already, you can just run up and kill things. But this is enough to kill that if he engages just right and gets his lifts. See? Yeah. So, I mean, a lot of the Phoenixes die and everything, too. Maybe this is just enough to kill Harstem at this point after the amount of damage he did with the Banshees. Damn, dude. Pure Cyclone. GG. Nicoract, the hero of Terran. The hero! Amazing. Tied up 1-1. We chose a good series. You never leave a game as Protoss, though. Harstem made the right choice there. 100%. All right. Yeah, he was super caught off guard for sure. What's up, Maddox? Good to see you. We'll be going into the next game very shortly here. Obviously, that was a cheesy build from Nicoract, right? Proxy racks into proxy starport into, like, pure Cyclone. Dude, it's crazy. Obviously, Harstem is favored going into the third game. Are you going to be able to do that build twice? Probably not. So you have to bring something else out. What are you going to bring? Here we go. Next game. Hell yeah. All right. So we're on Ancient Cistern. Dude, this map is crazy looking. Oh my god. Okay, look at this, right? Look at the mini-map. Here, I'll drag you up. Main base, natural, third, fourth. So this, and then, look at this. a 5th base in the corner. This reminds me, what was the name of that map? We had a map that had this exact 4-base layout like this before. Oh, it'll come to me. It'll come to me. We were casting it like 3 years ago, I want to say. Anyways, that's kind of funny. And then you have this, which is more... This is the real 3rd base, I would say. No, actually. You have these rocks there. Yeah, this is a more joint position with that than this is. So this is maybe more of a 4th base. But sometimes you want to expand vertically, and sometimes you want to make triangle expands. And different situations call for different things. Anyways, interesting map on that regard. The rocks in the middle, okay. The high ground in the middle. I kind of like how this high ground in the middle, right? It's got like a lot of entrances. It's got 2 ramps going up there, then the rocks, which is flat ground. So the flat ground entrances are the ones that are rocked, and the other ones are ramps, right? So that does make sense. The way that it would be most accessible to you is blocked off on both sides. But also, the value of this is only that it's in the center of the map. Right? There's no bases or anything. Artosis, hello. All right. Cool. Good to see the map. Nicoract going for the expand. Has his Reaper coming up. Standard stuff from Harstem here. The core into expansion. I guess we'll follow this Reaper. What's up, Nathaniel? Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. And, all right, Nicoract, let's see what you're going to do here. Obviously, just run up, grab a quick scout if you can. Just waiting in exactly the right place here. Bunny Rabbit, thanks for the gifted sub. The juking and jiving, Nicoract. The GOAT. Can he get up and see? Yeah, he's going to be able to see the Stargate, so that's a very, very important scout. And he should get out, too. Yeah, look at that. Really well done. Really well done. It might have been better for Harstem, honestly, with the timing of this Adept coming out. I feel like he could have sandwiched it if he left this one out here and maybe gotten the kill. But maybe not, actually, because it would have been healed up all the way. So, yeah, I guess it didn't matter. Now that I say it out loud, I realize it's wrong. And I'm never wrong. Okay, so Starport coming up. Tech Lab for the factory. So this looks like it's probably just going to be a Banshee coming out, right? Or is he going to make the Cyclone first? Okay, yeah. Well, I guess the Banshee, if you go Banshee against Stargate, it's like a funny thing because the Stargate should be able to counter the Banshee really well, but sometimes, like we saw in that previous game, they don't because, like, you can go Cloak or something, or maybe even the air units are just out of position. You run in and get a bunch of kills. But here, this is, like, especially against Oracle, this is fantastic as a combo to shut him down. Obviously, the range and the lock-on, you can't really engage Viking plus Cyclone. Some Marines just chilling in the mineral line to make sure, like, an Oracle can't come in and ruin their day, but it is Phoenix play from Harstem here. He's going into a Robo as well, so maybe we're going to see Phoenix Colossus? Yeah, he's adding 2 gases, so it does look that way. There's not really that much else that pairs well with the Phoenixes. Like, obviously, we had Adept Phoenix for a while, and everyone's, oh, it's imbalanced. Oh, my God. That's not used anymore ever. And then we had Zest was the only player that really got Charge plus Phoenix to work, in my opinion. I think everyone else was kind of failing at it. And even with Zest, I don't think it was that good. So I do like the Colossus follow-up. Now, he is making an Immortal, which, like I think I mentioned this in a previous game here today. I think Immortals are just... They're so good. They're underrated in this matchup, I think, especially early on. But he will be going forward into Colossus tech. I'd be extremely surprised if it was like Disruptor. I think you want Colossus here for the steady damage because you're very low on units. But look at this attack coming in. Double Viking, double Cyclone. I mean, if you engage this perfectly, maybe? But I think this is good. And that scan, amazing. He sees exactly what's coming in. The Phoenixes are way out of position. He can't do anything right there. Oh, yeah. Nicoract. Dude, crazy. And now the Phoenixes do come back. He actually needed those Phoenixes with the actual army for that. If you ran in and, like, did the pickups, maybe you can turn around and fight or something a little bit. I mean, 3 Adepts one-shot a Marine, but as soon as one falls, their efficiency in that battle goes so far down. Now he has a Stalker, but he's more damage, and he's going back in. Okay, here come the lifts. And he's actually targeting down the Phoenixes mostly here. So, at the end of the day, he got 2 Phoenixes, damaged another, 2 Adepts for that whole army loss. Obviously, he killed a Pylon, did some damage to the Nexus. The damage to the Nexus could come into play, right? There's certainly situations where you're a little bit out of position and Terran might get a drop-off on you or something. But actually, I guess it didn't go as well as I thought it was going to there at the end. Obviously, there were not more units being rallied up. Whereas for Harstem, he was doing such things. Like, he brought his Phoenixes together with it and healed everything up, and then had another Stalker as well. Can't underestimate that Stalker, man. All right, so Harstem getting his mining really going. 63 to 53 workers. Okay, that's, like, pretty normal for this stage of the game. Third command center just finished up. Going to go ahead and grab that orbital. 5 racks finishing here as well. Widow Mines, Medivacs. Pretty standard stuff from Nicoract this game here. I'm interested to see what his plan is going to be against this composition, right? Once upon a time, like back when this was first very, very popular, Phoenix Colossus, because it was like really, really popular, like back in Wings of Liberty maybe, and it went through a few, like, I don't know, renaissances or something, like where it became more popular once again. And it's changed each time what is really the counter to it. Like, originally, you would just go mass Vikings, and you would just, like, go overkill on Vikings so that you wipe the Phoenixes, and then you wipe the Colossus, or vice versa. And more recently, when we see this type of play, like, if you see a very top Terran, they might just go bio and do a good spread, right? And, like, have slightly heavier Marauder in there for tanking and killing off Colossi, things like that. Ooh, that's a good catch on 2 mines. Oh, man. And he's going to catch the Medivac as well. That has 4 mines in it, dude. Oh, my God. Oh, man. You know that Harstem's wearing a backwards baseball cap right now. There's just no way you can do something like that and not have your hat on backwards. Ugh. Poor Nicoract, man. All right, let's take a look at where we're actually at. The supply should start to jump up for Nicoract. He did lose a bunch of supply right there, but at this point in the game, you are supposed to see Terran take a bit of a supply advantage, and it's not really happening, so I'm a bit nervous about that. Like, I guess he did lose. That was like 16 supply in army, so like he would be actually up in supply technically if he had not lost that. But the Phoenixes come in and draw him to the side. Harstem walking around. This is a little bit of a small army. He does have a very high energy sentry in there, which is nice. A lot of Zealots being added in. The upgrades, none yet for Protoss. He's going to get +1 attack. Okay, Nicoract, let's see how you handle this. It is very Marauder heavy. The Vikings, he's making 4 Vikings at a time. Okay, okay. So he's going for that slightly older idea, which I don't think that this idea is bad at all, by the way, just to make that clear. Even though we've seen maybe a slight meta shift in the way some Terrans deal with this type of comp, I still like the Vikings. It makes more sense to me. But anyways, he is kiting back reasonably well. He's bleeding a lot of these off. The Vikings, he has, what, 4 to 6 Vikings right now? Oh, man, the Archons are doing such a good job tanking here. Like, 2 Archons make all the difference, man. 700 health more. Crazy. GG. Good luck in the next. A more Manor Terran than I, Nicoract. I think he gave a good series. That was a fun one.